Good evening, everyone. Hormone Bootcamp. So we're day 27. We're almost to week 5. And so a couple of things. I want to talk a little bit about my experience for the last couple of days, my experience doing my cleanse last night. And also I'm going to start to prepare you for week number 5. And so I'm actually really excited about, people that are participating in the Hormone Bootcamp, both everyone who is live, participating currently and everyone who is watching the replay. One of the cool things about, participation and people actually engaging is that I get to actually see, where they're at in, the process, because I've been through the process, I've experienced this. And so because I've experienced this, I can, point out things that, hey, yeah, that's pretty normal, what you're going through. And so what I want to talk about today is basically, what I did last night, yesterday. So like I said, if you haven't watched my videos for the last couple of days, Wednesday, I ate something that had it gave me an allergic reaction, which I haven't experienced in a while. But that used to be more of the norm, back when I was first starting my journey back in 2012. Pretty much anything that I would eat would trigger some sort of allergic reaction. And the allergies, it came about in a few different ways. One of them was, my gut would expand. Another one that I had was when my entire body, like at least 2/3 to like 3/4 of my body broke out in hives. And, that was, pretty rough in and of itself. But anyways, so the way that I think of, what I'm going through, like I said, I'm sharing my journey. I'm sharing like my experiences, how I see gut health, in general. And, the way that I see gut health is kind of like I bring everything, because everything that I practically do, I reference back to what I know from brewing beer, just because that's really what has helped me the most. I mean, I've gone to doctors and I've gone to like professionals and read a lot of stuff online. And most of the stuff that helps me out, even though a lot of it is very controversial, or you'll hear or read stuff that is, saying that it's not good for you, to me, it makes sense, just because the way that, things that I learned in the brewing process, it just makes sense to me. And so I want to share as much of that, as I can, as I possibly can. So anyway, so I had my allergic reaction. The way that I think of that, number one, is if you have any kind of like allergies, allergies to me are basically nothing more than an undigested protein. When the body cannot digest a protein, that's when an allergic reaction gets triggered. Basically, the body creates some sort of mucus around that protein to protect itself. So that's one thing. The other way that I think of an allergic reaction is that there is some sort of bad bacteria. And when I say bad bacteria, that can be anything from a parasite, a bad bacteria, yeast, mold, fungus, a viral infection, anything that basically releases enzymes, digestive enzymes to basically break down some sort of food. Well, enzymes are proteins, and those enzymes, when they're released into the body, those are proteins. And if the body can't get rid of those proteins, those digestive enzymes being put out by bad bacteria, that's an allergic reaction. I think that's closer to what I experienced, because my digestive system has been good. I've been basically testing out my digestive system, eating, different foods and things like that. So I've been good on that. But as far as, when I eat something and, if like my belly literally like just blew up, I think of that more of, some sort of like bad bacteria in my gut. And that's why I tell people, like, I'm still on my own journey. Like, I'm still trying to deal with my leaky gut. And so I'm sharing with you what I do. So this is like real life me. Like, this is what I do. Like, I'm sharing just basically what I'm doing. And so basically, to give you like where I got this idea from is, just from brewing beer. If I ever have a spoiled batch of beer, what I do is essentially I clean the equipment and then I sanitize it. Any kind of porous material, I throw it away. Non-porous, I keep. That's the only thing that I can sanitize. And like I said, in my gut, your gut, everyone's gut is a porous material. You cannot really get rid of that. And so the way that I am going about it, basically my plan for healing myself, right? This is just what I do. This is just, my opinion, how I see things, is I just got to clean and sanitize multiple times over and over and over until I basically flush out whatever bad bacteria is in there that's causing that, leaky gut kind of thing. So clean out, the way that I clean out is fasting, right? I don't put food in the body and I drink a lot of water, and that's just basically cleaning everything out. That's something that it's hard to do when your body is super toxic, but the more you clean up, the easier and easier it becomes. And that's why for Hormone Bootcamp, this is basically the process that I followed over and over and over. It's not a one-time process. It's an entire process that it's one cycle. And then, kind of like I would take a break from it and then, okay, do I want to feel more energy? Do I want to experience better health? I go through the same process over again. And that's all that I've done. Fasting, it's the cleanup process. And that's basically what allows me to then sanitize. And sanitizing is something that I haven't really talked about much. And that's also because on one hand, I've only done, up to, I guess, certain amount of fasting, and to really sanitize, that requires longer periods of fasting. And even I don't feel prepared to do this myself. And so that's why I want to, share it as I am right now, in my current journey. Some of you, if you have more time than I do, you may be able to even surpass me. And that's actually something that I'm looking for. I'm not trying to be here like the guru, the one that's, the leader. I want people to take my knowledge and run with it and actually take it even further than what I'm doing essentially. But that's a process. So Oxypowder is the product that I use to clean, right? That's one of the products. You don't have to use that product. That's an optional product. But for me, I just find it is very helpful. The other way you can experience what you would feel with Oxypowder is basically if you do a longer day, 3, 4, 5 day fast, you can experience the same kind of flush out. Just between 2 days of fasting from yesterday and today, I feel so much better today. I can't even describe, I just feel light. I feel more energy. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to sleep. I mean, I slept really good last night. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to sleep even better today just because a lot of that toxicity is gone. And so that's basically, what this week number 4, that's basically what it's designed to do, is to ease you into fasting, right? You start with the green juice, and that helps you ease into fasting. So if you can do 1 hour every day and build up to 6 hours, that's what's going to prepare you. Again, fasting is going to help you, and it's going to help you improve digestion, which you need to have your digestive system functioning for week number 6. So it's important, for first 3 weeks, you strengthen your system by adding the minerals and all the nutrients. And then week 4, you basically start to practice your fasting and basically start to really pay attention to how good is your digestive system working. Week 5, we're going to start to detox with some of these adaptogenic herbs. And adaptogenic herbs are actually very interesting. And I'm going to send out a video tomorrow where you're going to see how adaptogenic herbs and Ayurvedic herbs, the reason why I call them nutrimedicinal foods. I don't consider them supplements, by the way. I consider them food. They're part of my diet, right? It's not something that I supplement with. It's part of my diet. It's part of food for me. But you're going to see the videos. And, for those of you who have watched the videos on water and minerals that I sent out the first week, this is going to make a lot of sense because you're going to see the adaptogenic herbs being put to the light bulb test, where you can see how conductive these are, how powerful they are at making your body conductive. So you're going to see a boost in energy, but at the same time, they're very detoxifying. And so you're going to see also the other effect of, hey, they're removing toxins from your body. So you're going to feel the effects of those toxins leaving your body all at the same time. And so again, this is why, with adaptogenic herbs or Ayurvedic herbs, it's another ones where you're going to ease into it, and really intuitively, you're going to basically be able to tell, hey, if your body's too toxic, you're going to experience that detox. But at the same time, they have so much nutrition